In this world, there's always one who stands as the best. The greatest team sports player of all time. The forefather of an entire genre of literature and media. The progenitor of an entire medium of storytelling. The singular soul who stands at the top of the pyramid, praised by not only those outside of the competition, but even by those who sit beneath them as the undisputed best at what they do. In the world of assassins, it's kill or be killed. You must be ready to risk your own life for the reward of being able to take another's, for a chance to look down upon someone knowing that you bested them. That is, with one exception. There is only one situation in which losing your life is the guarantee, where clinging to the hope that you can come out of this alive is absolutely pointless. The singular scenario in which you must accept that it will not be you looking down upon someone, but that it will be your head under their boot. That exception is Taro Sakamoto, the greatest assassin of all time. A man so powerful that the mere mention of his name alone is enough to instill both awe and crippling fear in the most hardened killer, whose accolades speak for themselves and garner him a degree of respect that no other man has ever earned within the world of assassins. But one day, he vanished. He didn't die, of course. Everyone knew that Taro Sakamoto could never be killed. But he disappeared without a trace. What could cause the greatest hitman of all time to leave the world of assassins in the midst of his prime? Well, love, of course. He found a girl he was ready to give it all away for, got married, had a daughter, and then carefully calculated his macronutrients and calories to be in a constant, steady surplus and... who am I kidding? He got fat. Sakamoto gave up killing. When you are the greatest at something, it means an utter and complete focus on it. But once you're able to separate yourself, a man in love is one who now recognizes the value of life as a whole, and what it means to treasure someone so dearly that you couldn't imagine losing them. A foreign concept to most assassins who live in a world where lives are as fleeting as the sunset on a winter day. He opens up a convenience store with his wife and lives what he now recognizes as real life, no matter how mundane others may see it. And yet, after years of peace, suddenly a 1 billion yen bounty gets put on Sakamoto's head by a mysterious man known as X. Sakamoto is thrown back into this world unwillingly, facing off against old foes and new as he gets sucked into a whirlwind of conspiracy, scheming, and killing after having left it all behind. And all he wants is to restore his life back to the peace it once was. But to do that, the greatest assassin of all time has one rule for himself, one that he vowed never to break when he first met his wife. Sakamoto does not kill. As Sakamoto goes head-to-head with men who can slaughter a room full of people in the blink of an eye, who can cut their arm off so cleanly between the living cells that they can reattach it with no issue, who can obliterate an entire building with a single throw, he refuses to take another life, as they vie to take his and hold nothing back in the process. In any other situation, it would be a completely one-sided fight. Absolute obliteration of the fool who would hold himself back by actively trying not to kill in a fight when his enemy will take his life without a moment's hesitation. But this is not any other situation. Because, of course, This is Taro Sakamoto we're talking about. Throw him into a room with you and anything and everything is a tool to fight and subdue you with. And that degree of creativity is the best part of the manga Sakamoto Days. As the Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero manga come to a close and Deku gets his cool new emo haircut to match his fanbase, the Shonen Jump world is desperately searching for a new Slumdog Millionaire to hit it big and fill the gap they're about to open. And many believe that Sakamoto Days is just that. So I decided to read it. And my review is, it certainly did not disappoint. I think that Sakamoto Days is bringing back a lot of what we love about great shonen. Not to say that these parts disappeared per se, but that the best parts of this manga are things that I didn't realize I really missed and began to crave again in shonen content until now. Let me pitch it to you. Here, I actually made a list. A pretty long one actually, so maybe I'll just stick to the key points here. Do you miss manga with immensely creative fight choreography? Or have you even read one at that? Many times, manga will trade in superpowers and strong abilities instead of using real creativity in their panels and choreography. Not to say that one is better than the other, but the former is certainly more favored. But the Sakamoto Days manga feels alive. Its settings, many times because of Taro Sakamoto's use of anything and everything as a weapon, pens, chairs, everything in the environment is at his disposal quite frankly, makes the setting feel lived in, which is rare in manga in my opinion. Whether or not there's a fight on the moon, or in this random hallway, or in some outside setting, as long as there's a few walls to break through, maybe some floors, it won't make a real difference at all where the characters are. But in Sakamoto Days, we fight with the dramatic lighting of a theater, the quiet tension of a library, the lofty rafters of a museum and the suspended objects that hang and then you can jump from, or the somewhat relaxing pools of a bathhouse. It's rare, I think, for a battle manga to so purposefully rely on its environment to actually raise the quality of its fights so drastically. And there's not enough praise I can sing for that, quite frankly, to fully appreciate its use in Sakamoto Days. Now, if that wasn't enough, let's see what else I've got in this codex of mine. I mean, this one really just speaks for itself. You've got the world's greatest assassin who can make a weapon of anything. What do you expect, if not incredibly badass moments? I mean, for example, I love this moment. It's in a flashback with an extremely minor villain who we see for maybe 1 or 2 chapters at most, but if you really don't want a spoiler, then skip a little bit ahead. We see Sakamoto go up against an enemy who injected everyone with a poison that kills you faster the more your heart beats. So, for the fast-moving and incredibly skilled assassins, it's kind of hard to get around an accelerated heart rate when you're trying to beat up a bad guy. Everyone is struggling and about to die, quite frankly, until Sakamoto arrives, that is. And what does Sakamoto do? Oh, right. He just kills him without moving a muscle. He grabs his neck and squeezes. The man slices him over and over to try and free himself, inflicts what he thinks is killing blow after blow, and it doesn't even faze Sakamoto. And after attempt after attempt, Sakamoto drops his corpse to the ground, covered in gashes and blood, but doesn't even bat an eye. Or maybe the scene when Akao skids her bike across the street and lights her cigarette in her mouth with the friction against the asphalt. Or maybe when Sakamoto shows what a real hard-boiled man looks like as he sits across from the man who he just obliterated in his slides and unruffled clothes. Look, the list goes on and on and on, but I don't think there's much more that I need to say other than read Sakamoto Days. The anime is coming up too, and you won't regret reading it because, well, let's not put our hope in a Netflix anime adaptation. As always, this has been the Anime Culture Corner. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future in-depth show, manga, and character analyses.